Hello, everyone. This is MMA Interesting Prospects podcast. Today, our guest is Sebastian Rodriguez, who will fight on Fury FC 120 May 31st. Hello, Sebastian. How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm good, and you will fight again in Fury FC. And if you can tell me, because it will be like you fought there 3 times, it will be your fourth pro bout there. So how excited are you? And do you know about your opponents? So maybe like his advantages and about his style.
Yeah. So first off, I'm excited to get back in the Fury cage. Took a little time to get life together and then just train, get better. But yeah, I'm super excited to get back in there next this upcoming Sunday. And as far as my opponent, he's a pretty fast starter. He's got good power. He's explosive. He's a dangerous dude. Like in this MMA game, everybody's dangerous. So I'm taking it very seriously and making sure like I prepared to go in there and give my best and you know be the best version of myself.
And actually, your opponent actually he doesn't have a good record because it's 2-7. But when I dig deeper in his career, he actually got a good amateur career. He fought against good guys as the pro, so he can be a little bit like tricky.
Yeah, so his pro career, he's fought all the guys he's fought have been really great opponents and really like talented. So it is kind of tricky because everybody he's fought has been pretty much successful in their MMA careers and with a guy like that, it's hard to tell like exactly what they have also because there's not a lot of film on him. So it just makes it a little trickier to understand his full game because I haven't seen like a bout that went his full like 15 minutes. So it presents different challenges, but all in all, it's the same thing at the end of the day. It's like we go in to fight, we go into like throw down, and like I train hard. I hope he trains hard, and you know, we're just gonna go in there and see who's gonna come out the cage on top. Like it's not more complicated than that.
And in your last fight, you lost for the first time because you were undefeated as the amateur. You were also undefeated as the pro. And from that fight, did you have any like takeaways, or the lessons that you took from that fight?
Yeah, I learned a lot that fight. It not only did it humble me, it made me have to like kind of check myself because partially, you get a little confident and being undefeated, sometimes you don't appreciate the win as much. You kind of expect it. And I definitely kind of got into a mental space where I was a little bit uh I think I just put myself in a position where I don't want to ever think like that again. And it made me have to like reevaluate things. I had to take some time. I also had to, get outside life together because, as aspiring MMA fighters and we're just starting off, like we got jobs outside of this, I got a life outside of this as well. And I had to kind of put that in check and prioritize what I really wanted. So prioritizing training, um, sacrificing a little bit more, maybe things I used to sacrifice. I wasn't as much in my last fight, and it showed, and it was a big lesson for me. So this camp for sure, I made sure to keep my head down and just stay working and stay in the gym. And being at my gym at 4 ounce has been really great because we just go in there and we got great 125ers. We got some of the best in the world, and we just go in there and we work hard together and we sweat, we train, we just have a great time. And I feel very happy with the amount of time I've been able to put in on the mats for this camp.
And actually, Rojas is also like really, really good prospect. So who knows? Maybe there will be a rematch like on the biggest stage in like 3 or 4 years.
That's what I'm hoping. Ricky did a great job, and I'm very grateful to have shared the ring with him because without that fight, I wouldn't have been able to expand. my skills and learn from it and become a better fighter. And I'm excited for him, seeing him win his last fight. Um, I was like, yeah, it made me feel like, okay, this is an upcoming guy as well. And I'm going to be right there. And hopefully we get to meet again someday in the future, wherever it may be. But yeah, I definitely am excited for whatever is to come in the future because I know this year is going to be an exciting year for me.
And how great is to train in this kind of gym with the like killers in like all, of course like all of the like lower division, but especially with killer flyweights.
Can you ask that again? I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
Yes, how great is it to have this kind of sparring partners, probably the best possible in the like flyweight division.
Oh, it's the best, man. Like we train with the best. We got the champ in the house. We got my boy Josh, you know. So it's like being able to train with Josh, being his training partner, and getting him ready for his last fight against Tetsura. It was awesome. It was a big confidence builder as well, as far as like seeing him go out there and succeed. Because everything we did in camp was like emulating Tetsura, and trying to give him those looks and seeing him go out there and it played out just how we thought. It was beautiful. It makes us feel good because then we see the rest of our team go out there and keep winning. We had some guys fight on the last Fury card, killed it. So it's just nice to have the crew keep it going, and we got a lot of guys fighting on this card as well. So in the room, the energy in there, we always have guys fighting. So we're always training hard, like we're training for a fight. So that mentality of just staying ready instead of having to get ready, it makes a difference. People come to our room to train now because they know that's where they're going to get the work. So now we have guys coming in. We have more flyweights from 55 and below. I think we're one of the best gyms out there right now, and it's been showing.
And I think that actually like Joshua against Pantoja, the rematch, it would be like the biggest flyweight fight in many years because it will be like two great fighters and like story behind it.
Yeah, Josh gonna knock his ass out. Yeah.
And about your career, if you can tell me more about your beginnings in the sports. So did you have any kind of background before you joined MMA gym?
So I came from like I did jujitsu maybe in middle school for a year and I liked it. I was pretty good. But when I got into high school, I just started like cross country and track. So I was more of an endurance runner. So I did long distance. I did some triathlons too while I was in high school. And I played water polo like my last year. And when I played water polo, it was very physical and I really loved that. And I like more physical activity. I like the hard, like mental aspect of like running because running is like super tough on your mind. Like it's just you against you. So some of the hardest experiences in competition were running. I had to like fight with within myself to just like push past that barrier of pain. And transitioning from that into MMA was like really helpful because I already knew how to deal with pain. MMA is exterior instead of interior. So I could deal with the pain on the outside as long as you didn't break my will, like I'm good. And nobody will break my will. Like everybody saw that in my last fight too. Like I was down, but I was never out. I was never like quitting on myself. I kept moving. I kept going. I was still like fighting to stay in it. So I started when I was 19 training. I started at 4 ounce and I just started MMA. I said, I want to fight. I'll do whatever I need to fight. I started training once I got to the point where they're like, okay, let's do some smokers. Started doing those. Felt great. Then I got some amateur fights. Awesome amateur career. I got to have some really great competition, different styles, different people, and then kicked off my pro career actually on a short notice fight. Well, we were in Vegas for one of Josh's fights. They called us. We were in the hotel room, and they're like, "You want to take this fight? It's a 35er." I was like, I just fought 2 weeks ago before, and I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." So we took the fight. the coaches were like pressuring me, like, "Oh, you're scared," and I was like, "I ain't scared." So I took it. They were surprised, and they're like, "You know, you can think about it." I was like, "Nah, nah, I'm gonna take it." So I took the fight, and then on the Vegas Strip, I was like, I need to go run because I was eating a lot out there in Vegas. So I ran down the strip. I ran like 4 miles. I felt like Rocky. It was awesome. It was cool. And then we get back. I had a week. I didn't have to cut too much weight. So that was nice. And then I went in there, and my pro debut against Issei Garcia was probably one of my favorite fights. Like that was such a great, like just a great experience. Issei threw down. We were just throwing hands. We were just going back and forth, and it was so much fun. I look back at that fight, and it brings me so much joy.
And do you think about like taking some short notice fight in the future? So are you like prepared to do something like this
Yeah.
again?
Always, always. Any short notice opportunities, I already told Eric, told my coaches, like, if you got anything, whenever, like, I'm always open to taking a fight. I'm the guy, like, you need a call, you need somebody on short notice, like, just call. I won't say no. The only people that are gonna say no is like my coaches. If they're like, hey, like, we don't think this is a fight like you should take right now. Okay, cool. I don't make the decisions. I say yes, they decide for me. But I always say yes. Like I'm never gonna say no to a fight.
But it is great because actually it's like the best way to actually to get to the UFC. It's like either contender series or short notice fight. And you if you can make a weight and take this kind of fights, not only you can get to UFC quicker, but also like fans definitely can like you more because it's like super cool thing. It's like Donald Cerrone. He took a lot of like this kind of fights.
Yeah, you only got so much time in MMA. It really is a young man sport, especially in a flyweight division. So I don't have time to really waste, and I don't have anything else I really want to do. So I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna stay ready. I love being at the gym. I love training. This is my lifestyle. This is what brings me joy. I get to do what I love, and other people don't get to live that life and do what they love. I know there's some people out here in this world that have to do certain things, and I have the choice to chase my dreams and to do what makes me happy. And for sure, I'm always going to stay on top of that because, as a professional, it's our job. Like, we got to stay ready, we got to be ready. Um, and it's only right to, because opportunities will pass you by if you're not. And I'm not going to let any opportunities pass me by.
And about running, do you like compete in like the longer distances? So maybe like half marathons, maybe marathons?
Yeah, so my running days, not so much, not anymore. But back in the day, yeah, I would do like half marathons. I haven't done a full marathon yet, simply because I'm like, I don't want to pay $100 to go run 26 miles. I'll just do that for free on my own. I'm like, I don't see the value in it, but it is a cool like achievement. What I really love is like triathlons, though. I used to swim a lot, cycle, like my uncle cycled, so like I would always cycle with him, and then running. I would put it all together. So I would do a lot of triathlons. I think if anything, like later in life, I would go back to doing some triathlons because that was always a fun time.
And actually, triathlons, it's like MMA. It's like a mix of different kind of
Yeah,
sports.
yeah. I think that's why I like it. I like mixing things.
Okay, Sebastian, so many thanks for the time and for conversation. Of course, I hope that you will win your next fight and you will be back in the cage quite soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. It was great to be on here. I appreciate the opportunity, and May 31st, you'll see me. We're gonna get a dub, and then I'll be back soon. We'll run it back.